Hello, this is 001, and this is my first YouTube discussion video. And for my first YouTube discussion video, I wanted to talk about the HD collection for Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry. And as a Devil May Cry fan and player, I thought that maybe if, since I played them, I'd have some sort of say on what I would like to see in the HD collection. Now, to start off, the HD collection has and will be containing new stuff that has been undisclosed yet. They haven't been talked about. And there will be achievements of the Xbox 360 version, and the PSP version will have trophies, of course. Now, as a gamer, the first time I played Devil May Cry was back when I was in my first year of high school, and I was just getting a PS2, the fat one, and I thought, well, this is gonna be cool. So I don't know what game to get. So of course, I'd read video game magazines back then. They probably, I believe, still had Electronic Gaming Monthly, which is named for something else at a completely different time right now. But I would read the magazines, and I wanted to see the first titles out being shipped for the PlayStation 2, and Devil May Cry was one of them. And I kind of got that Resident Evil vibe from the first Devil May Cry, so I thought, no, okay, so I'll try this out. And back when I was young, this is going to a completely different discussion, but this is back when I was little, I'd play Resident Evil, and it was a copy I borrowed from a friend, and I played it at night, of course. Great time to play it, especially when you're young. And it leaves such a sad impression. It felt like I was living a nightmare. Just how the game instills it. It feels just like that. So while playing it, I was really scared, and I just I was all over the place, and I couldn't really finish the game. I didn't get that far, but of course later I played it on the GameCube. Back to the Future. Basically I played Devil May Cry, and it kind of gave me that same vibe. I felt like I was playing Resident Evil. I was like, oh, it's such a unique experience and such a good way of storytelling and kind of getting you involved in the gameplay. So I thought, okay, I'll try this. Of course, I never looked back. I played it. I loved it. I talked about it a lot. I talked to friends about it. And, same discussion as, oh, great game, great game. How it goes around. Then, of course, later, Devil May Cry 2 comes out, and now I'm completely excited for it. I didn't read much about it, but I didn't really have to read much about it. I thought I was going to be getting the same game. Of course, a great sequel. What can you say? So I thought, okay, I'll play it. But first, I got the heads up from someone I knew in school. They said, oh, the game is bad. They played it, so I was like, oh, okay, great disappointment. But of course, I was still excited to play it. I still wanted to try it out, just to see how I felt about it. And later down the line, I got to play it. Of course, not at release date. So I played it. I liked it. It's pretty good. I thought there wasn't really that much bad about it. Only thing that kind of was disappointing was the story. I never got to finish it, but I finished the first one. But of course, the next one is, of course, the Devil May Cry 3, which to me was the best one. Great story, great emotion you got, but it was a prequel, so it was the story before the first two. So it kind of gave you that feeling that you were playing something new. So at the same time, I'm saying, okay, great. My friend, he had the copy first, so I got to play it. I got to see it. So I saw it, saw him play it. I was just amazed by the opening. So it had way more style, and it had a lot more of a punk vibe to it. So it kind of felt like Pseudophile 1 just snuck into their offices and they wanted to just try something new. But of course, it wasn't like that. So then I keep playing it, and I got to play it. Of course, I played it. I played it at my friend's house. I got to play the first stage. I loved it. I watched him play it. I played the first stage. I loved it. So of course, I needed to get the game. Well, of course, financial reasons, blah 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 blah. I didn't get to get the game at first, but over a period of time, if you've noticed, this copy of Devil May Cry 3 is the special edition. So basically, you got extra stuff, features including Virgil. I could play Virgil, new Jester boss enemy, very hard mode, which I never touched, turbo mode, which I played, kind of Street Fighter-ish, I think. And of course, there were other things, pictures and videos and gameplay of people that created the game and having their own special combos put into the video, kind of stuff like that, which I thought was great. But now, fast forwarding to now, we have the HD collection coming out, and as excited I am, of course I played Devil May Cry 4. I loved it. I didn't finish it yet, but I'm almost there. But basically, I'm pretty excited for the HD collection, and I was just wanted to round the discussion to basically, what would you like to see in an HD collection from Devil May Cry? Of course, what would you want in it? For example, would you like to see a physical art book added to it? Or would you like to have an action figure, which I personally would like? I think would like Kotobukiya could make it or something like that. Some side one the Japanese uh, toy company could just come with a toy idea, or add a add an anime movie into it, or add something that gives the collector a reason to purchase it, or an avid fan like myself to have. Because I mean, of course, I have the first three games and even the fourth one on the 360, and Tantan might be getting it on a certain console. But I would like to see people excited for it. At the same time, just to see a lot of hype around it. Just to give a feel of good vibes for the people that have played it, or maybe the people that are just getting into it. Excuse me. To could just try it out. Just say, oh well, this is a good game. Great. And of course, that's just just if anything you want to leave behind, just say what would you like to have in an HD collection as a pre-order bonus or something extra just to be added in, not because of some company wanting to buy it or wanting to sell it or sell it fast, or no DLC included maybe, or probably something cheap, nothing too expensive. But like I said, it's my first video. Leave a comment if you like the video, whatever. It's cool. Just leave a comment, and just you could post a message saying whatever. What would you want in it, or what would you want added into it in the comments below? You know how YouTube goes. So just thank you, and have a good time on YouTube, and happy hunting.